What's going on everyone, Ollelito back here with a brand new kind of analyzing video against arguably the best player to ever play this game, Tekkz. If you guys don't know him, I mean, you completely don't know anything about FC or EA or FIFA esports in general, because in my opinion and a lot of other opinions, he is the greatest player of all time. And in today's video, we will be analyzing my game when I played him in a Blackie Cup where he was playing so well. And I really felt like I think you guys can learn a lot from this game by me analyzing, but also me analyzing the game can learn a lot. So let's just jump into today's video where we faced YouTuber Tekkz. And I said YouTuber Tekkz because his PSN is YouTuber Tekkz. Not that he is a YouTuber. He recently actually just qualified for the FC Pro Open. And in my opinion, he is the best player that I played up to this point in this year. He was simply amazing. So let's just jump into the game and we will see what happens. I think we played in a Blackie Cup quarterfinal, and in Blackie Cups you usually play against a lot of good pro players. Before this game, I actually beat Stokes. So I played Tekkz right after the game was finished. Before we jump into the game, I also wanted to showcase his team because I think I had a bit of a team advantage against him, but overall he had a pretty good team. Buffon in goal, Saliba, Van Dijk, Theo Hernandez, Salah, Valverde, De Bruyne, Son, Dalglish and Mbappe. But also, take into consideration here, if you look at his four kind of attacking players, which is Son, Salah, Dalglish and Mbappe, three of them have the finesse shot plus. And that's basically because Tekkz is so good at using this finesse shot plus to his advantage. You will see that plenty of goals in today's video is being scored by a finesse shot. So let's just jump into the game. I mean, we can start pretty much from kickoff. First of all, he has, as you see here, the roles are still up because they always are being showed at the start. I was playing a 5-back in this game from start. I was playing a 5-2-1-2 and I was struggling a lot. He was playing the 4-4-2. He is so goddamn good with actually just finding the right players in the right positions, but at the right time. That's what he's doing so well. And Tekkz here from start, he was having kickoff, of course, very, very hard to defend. Here though, I need to maybe switch to Tomori a bit quicker because I know this is the only pass that he has available. The thing I do a bit too much of though is second man pressure here, because I drag Van Dijk out of position. I try to do the second man press with Valverde. He finds this pass inside the box. Dalglish should have scored that chance, but missed. That was a lucky chance missed from him. I think he should have scored that. But yeah, no, we were doing a lot of second man pressure, and yeah, we got lucky to not concede there in the first minutes of the game. I was being very, very stressed here. I was playing very, very rushy from the back, and especially against Tekkz, this is something that he will punish you every time when it happens. I think this pass should go forward from Van Dijk to Theo Hernandez, even though it doesn't. I can't lose possession here because he just have an easy R1 pass, and this is the kind of chances that I was talking about. He was using the finesse shot plus to his advantage. Green timed. Luckily, I actually moved the keeper to that side. The thing though with Tekkz and corners is that he's so good with corners when he has De Bruyne, because De Bruyne has, I believe, the playstyle silver in set pieces. I think it's dead ball it's called, and that means that he can actually do the outswing corner from this side. And Alisson in this year's game, I'm not playing with Alisson anymore, but Alisson, he doesn't come out on corners. I think he has something with him that's cautious for crosses, so he doesn't like to go out of corners. And this is something that would happen all the time if you play Alisson against Tekkz, because he will do this kind of outswing corner. I know what was going to happen before because I played him so many times, and it was going to go to the back post. Van Dijk wins that, and he probably should have once again scored here to make it 1-0 in the game. Son finds Dalglish inside the box. He was still having a lot of pressure over me here. And in this kind of sequence, as he's so good at finding like the right passes and the right directions. And instead here, he just does a very, very quick corner and scores to make it 1-0. And it's not really a lot of stuff you can do about this, but overall, not the best start to the game. But we were not going to give up that easily. Once again, here we have a great attacking chance. I mean, I think R9, I press circle here. Obviously, I maybe should have tried to green time it, even though we put some great pressure afterwards. Finding Ginola, doing the very, very good step over, green time finish, far post, fantastic goal. And overall, I think the key here is actually the step over exit, in which kind of exit I'm doing it. Because if you see here, if I just manage to shoot a Trivela here, I think I might score. But the thing that a lot of people do is that they want to defend downwards here because they think that the Trivela will come. The thing I do then is that I know that he most likely will not switch to De Bruyne here. So the thing I do, I try to do the exit towards De Bruyne's side because it's actually coming from that side, meaning that the AI won't read that kind of skill move. So I do the exit kind of upwards, as you see on the controller at the top right corner as well. Finding that kind of exit and finding the back of the net with a very, very good finish, green timed. Overall, a really good goal, and yeah, the equalizer. And this was going to be a very, very high scoring game. So grab your popcorn because there will be a lot more goals in this game. I felt like I just wanted to show you guys this defending, because Donny or Tekkz was really good around this kind of area defending. I got into a lot of position like this, but I couldn't really create anything from this. And you see how active he is with the play switching. First of all, he tries to put pressure on me with De Bruyne, then he selects Valverde, trying to take the ball, pressuring me. Then he tries to bring in Salah to keep the middle more compact, because he knows that I want to play through the middle to try to score. And the thing he realizes, okay, he would not get the ball with Salah, automatically switches with L1, I believe this is, to Saliba, press tackle, and manages to win the ball. But he's always so aggressive with the pressure play. That's why I think he's one of the best players in the world, because he's putting pressure very well, both on your own half when you try to build up, but also in his own kind of box. Here he also could have scored. I don't think this should go in though, even though he like green times it. But overall, I mean, some really good defending, turning defense into attack very quickly, and overall try to learn from this. Try to always put pressure on your opponent, and you will score plenty of more goals in this game, I promise you guys that. And once again here he comes down the wing, and we don't really have a lot of support here. We have our defensive line and Valverde, of course. Putellas is nowhere to be seen. That's why I don't play with Putellas anymore. But he was doing this really well, finding this kind of space. I think I do this well with Tomori. I'm just in front of him. He can't really do too much. He has a finesse shot though, and that's one thing that I always have in my mind. He has the finesse shot, so I need to either move the keeper if he gets a chance for the finesse, or I need to be actively on him. So the thing I was trying to do, try to be aggressive, but the thing I do once again is that I'm stepping out too much with Saliba. I'm trying to put pressure with Valverde, but there is no need for me to do second man press here, because I'm just trying to put pressure on De Bruyne with Valverde, and it's not really like he will score a finesse shot with De Bruyne from this kind of angle anyway, so I don't really need to do second man press and try to put manual pressure with Valverde. So he finds Son in the space where Saliba should have been. Then I try to step out with Van Dijk, and he reads that very well. Once again, he's so good at timing all of this. Finding Dalglish inside the box, red time finish actually into the back of the net, but overall a really good goal. If we look back at that, once again, he's finding me doing too much second man press, finds Son in the pocket, very good pass to Dalglish, and with the finesse shot plus play style, he won't score with the he won't miss with a finesse from inside of the box there. So overall a really good goal, but this comes from me stepping out too much with the center back and using the second man pressure too much. And once again, it was going to be a pretty tough start here. Once again, I'm just doing a second man press and trying to be way too aggressive with my center backs, causing him to get a corner. And it was going to happen the same thing again, because I can't play with Alisson if you play versus someone that's really good with corners. That's why I'm not playing him anymore. And once again, now did the back post one and scores to make it 3-1. But we were going to get our revenge. This, I don't think, should have gone in. Buffon was being amazing for him, by the way, and I was really excited to actually play Buffon, but it was good. We get a bit of a scrappy goal back here. Even though we had 2 corners, I scored 1, so now we were almost back in equal form, even though he was doing the corners way better than me. But yeah, overall, 3 pretty poor goals from corners, but we'll take it, I guess. And it's also not really much you can analyze on corners. I mean, it's just go down on your knees and just pray to God, because that's basically the only thing you can do when it comes to corners. But once again, you see me doing way too much second man press here with the center backs, and this is from kickoff as well, and this causes him to get so much space in between the pockets of space. You see here, I'm trying to do second man press with Van Dijk. He finds the pocket of space where Saliba should have been, but I pulled Saliba out of position, which means that he finds this kind of pass to Dalglish, and he's doing it so perfectly. He's so good at timing all of this when his opponent is kind of rushing in defense, and he scores to make it 4-2. And once again here, you see me, this is going to be kind of the same thing, me just pulling out way too many players. I mean, there's no need for me to like rush this early in the game. Once again here, I pull Van Dijk out of position, as you see. He finds this kind of first time pass. I think this was pretty unlucky. I think Tomori maybe should have gotten the ball here. He doesn't though. I pull Van Dijk out of position, which means that he is completely open with Dalglish. And when he gets into this situation, very cold and good skill move from him there, beating the AI of Saliba and sending me to the hot dog stand, and scores to make it 5-2 in this game. And from here, I decided that I actually want to go a bit more higher in depth, because I didn't really feel like he was doing the first time through balls too much. So that's why I changed that in the settings. But overall here, you see the fake shot is just, yeah, getting the 100% chance into the back of the net, and a fantastic goal. And yeah, it was basically going to be the same. You see, I mean, my players are all over the pitch here, and I think, again, I should have taken the ball with Tomori. I don't really get the bounce back with Theo either. Pulling Tomori out of position, I don't really know what to do here differently, honestly. This is just a game, and when we analyze this, I mean, I'm looking back at this and thinking I can't really do anything about this. I get the ball 3 times, 4 times even, and from this kind of sequence, I can't do anything. You know, I'm pressing circle to clear the ball, pass the ball away, anything. But like, this is just FC 25 and FIFA for you in general. You can't really do anything, and he scores to make it 6. And from here, I think from the kickoff, I just lost my head completely. I just completely gave up the game, even though I shouldn't. I mean, it's of course very, very hard when you concede goals like that. And once again here, the ball just goes through to Mori. Again, Van Dijk should have had that probably, and then he scores to make it 7-2. And that was probably going to be game, even though we have a few kind of highlights to still show you guys. Because right away from kickoff, we were actually going to do some good kind of play locking, faking the play lock here. Sent Valverde very early in build-up. Once again, this is a pretty poor goal as well. Finding Ginola. You see how many bounce backs it is, and I think this just shows how poor the game is at the moment. Because this should never happen. Van Dijk should be getting the ball here. Doesn't matter. I find Ginola on a very, very good run. Finding the extra pass to Mbappe, open it, and we scored to make it 7-3. Yeah, that's just FC25 in a nutshell, I guess. And from here, once again, we see from kickoff that we lose the ball once again, and I was just being very, very sloppy. He finds a very, very good through ball to Mbappe. Once again, Mbappe wins the duel against Van Dijk. And I mean, I don't want to complain in this kind of analyze video, but I don't know how many times Mbappe actually won the ball against Van Dijk in this game, and it goes for in both ways, by the way. It's not only him getting fortunate, I was getting fortunate in a few chances as well. Finds an open pass to Dalglish and scores to make it 8-3 in this game. I also wanted to showcase this. This is basically what I tried to tell you guys. This is why you need, in my opinion, to have a player that can make the difference with the finesse plus playstyle. Because in this kind of sequence, this goes so fast. There's no way that there's a lot of pros that can react to this. He just takes a touch to the right, then green time finish. And if you have assisted shooting on as well, this goes in. So try to have players with the finesse plus playstyle. I mean, there is no coincidence that Tekkz is playing with 3 players out of his 4 attackers that has the finesse plus playstyle, because you can just pop a finesse like this and score more easy goals in EFC 25. But we were not going to give up that easy. Once again, the key here is to me sending Theo Hernandez on the wing. So we actually send a player and then we get space and time, because he needs to cover this pass, so he can't really put pressure on Ginola at the same time. The thing I do here though, which is super, super important, try to use the R1 dribbling to your advantage here. If you look at my controller at the top right, you see that I'm holding in the R1 button, which makes Ginola keep closer control of the ball, but also moving at a pretty high speed going forward. If I decide to do R2 here, just run, he will get a more heavy touch. Then it's easier for the center backs to step on him when he doesn't really have control of the ball. So the thing I do R1 dribbling, and I try to send R9 and Mbappe by pressing L1 towards them. I find R9. Pretty fortunate, even though I think R9 should be scoring that, but Buffon was a beast the whole game. Scores to make it 8-4. Even though it's, I mean, only 20 minutes left, we still have a small chance, and I was trying my all to get back into this game. And I mean, overall, I think this is a good attack. We go from the wing, trying to go into the inside, finding the Ollelito play. And here again, I think we get a bit unfortunate. But when you miss chances like this against one of the best players in the world, you will get punished and not win the game. Buffon, insane save. Maybe I should have green timed it, even though I think he should be scoring that one. But overall, a pretty good attack, even though we got a bit unfortunate there with winning the ball back with R9 towards Theo. We see here, Tekkz has a corner hit, decided to play it short once again. Here again, though, we put pretty good pressure. And I see, if you look at the mini-map, that Mbappe is making a great run in behind. The thing I decide to do here though is to try to fake the power shot, because then a lot of people are expecting you to shoot, which means they get more aggressive. The thing you do then when you do a power shot is that you can perform a ball roll after it, which means that you're canceling the power shot. So the thing I do, I fake. I think we should look back at that, because the pause button was in the way. I will fake the power shot into a ball roll, and it will go around Saliba here, getting a great chance. Here, though, I should shoot Trivela far post, because the Trivela, super, super good shooting animation, and I might do a tutorial about it actually with a shooting tutorial or finish tutorial. The thing I do here, though, after, is that I try to do the drag to drag. The drag to drag skill move, but Buffon once again makes a great save. If we look back at that, I think I'm doing everything right in this situation, besides maybe shooting Trivela earlier. This might fly in, but overall a great save from Buffon. And you can't miss these chances against such a good opponent like Tekkz, because then you won't win the game. And yeah, that was basically everything that happened in the second half. We didn't really have a lot of chances, both of us, and the game was going to end 8-4 overall, and he 100% deserved this win. He was better than me in this game, and I think we can see that by the scoreline as well, 8-4. And as I said, why he is so good is because he's finding these kind of patterns in the perfect kind of way all the time. Like, basically his timing from everything is absolutely insane. GG's to Tekkz. Hope you guys like these kind of videos. Don't forget to leave a like, comment something nice down below. Also comment who I should play or analyze in the next video. That would be much appreciated, and I might do that next Monday once again. As I said, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the greatest. And tomorrow, when you see this video, I will be streaming the ladder. So come into Twitch, follow me there, and you will see some pro gameplay against some other pros. See you guys then. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.